Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo. Today I'm here to talk more about Animal Crossing New Horizons, specifically 5 things we still need to know about that game. So let's get right on into it. At E3 we got our first gameplay reveal for Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I was blown away by how good the game looks and the new features they showed. When we heard about the latest direct that happened 2 weeks ago, I assumed we'd get even more new information about the game. However, all they showed was a recap trailer with practically nothing new. So, since we aren't really getting any new information right now, I thought I'd make a video about 5 things we still need to know about Animal Crossing New Horizons. Number 1. Shops. So far, the only shop we've seen in New Horizons is the shop run by Timmy in the tent where you craft items. He has a very limited selection, but also acts as the recycle shop where you can sell items. Obviously, in Animal Crossing games, there are many more shops than this, even at the start of the game, with more to unlock down the road. We still have no idea what shops will be available in New Horizons, how you unlock them, or where they will be, though I assume at least some of them will be in that dirt patch where Tom Nook's shop is, but I kinda doubt all of them would fit there, especially when they're fully expanded. Even in the shots we got in the trailers where the town seemed to be a lot more built up, instead of like in the treehouse where it was at the beginning of the game, they didn't show any of the shops, so we're kinda left in the dark at this point. Number 2, the museum. Obviously, the museum is a major part of Animal Crossing, and definitely one of my favorite features in the game. Typically this is unlocked from the get-go, but we haven't seen anything of it in New Horizons. I definitely think it's going to be in the game, as it's a staple and one of the major long-term goals of Animal Crossing, but as to where it will be or who will run it, well, that's still a mystery. And speaking of who will run the museum, we haven't really seen that many characters. So number 3, characters. I'd assume that Blathers will be back to run the museum, but is that necessarily the case? And who may also be helping him out? We haven't seen very many staple Animal Crossing characters in New Horizons so far. Pretty much just Timmy, Tommy, and of course Tom Nook. We also haven't seen any new characters in the game, not a single one so far. I definitely think there will be new characters, maybe a new shop owner or some other new feature that will require a new character to run it, but we've seen nothing like that so far. And of course I'm curious about who will return as well. As I mentioned earlier, will Blathers run the museum? Will Gracie have her clothing shop? What will Rossetti do now that autosaves have stolen his job, poor guy? Where are we gonna get our amazing concerts from the cool cat KK Slider? Are we gonna be able to listen to the weird but great songs of Kapp'n as we sail down the ocean? And speaking of Kapp'n and sailing along the ocean, that leads to my next point. Number 4, other areas. So far, we've only seen the main island in New Horizon, with absolutely no mention of any other areas. I'm not really expecting a multitude of other areas in the game, but New Leaf had Main Street, the island, and in the DLC, the campgrounds as well, so I expect there'll be a few other areas in this game we haven't seen. We can see in the trailers that there is a boat and airplane dock at the bottom of the island, so I assume that's at least 2 different areas we can go to in the game, but we've seen nothing of this. We also know that crafting is going to be a major part of this game, so it makes sense for different crafting materials to be available in different areas, sort of like we saw in Pocket Camp. This is also the first home console Animal Crossing game since City Folk on the Wii 11 years ago, so I'd expect it to have more areas and perhaps some bigger areas than previous games. Number 5, Public Works Projects. Since we are no longer the mayor, I'm very curious about how they will handle public works projects. It seems obvious that a major part of this game is turning the deserted island into a livable area with shops and villagers and such, and public works projects would make sense to be a part of that. Perhaps they're even the way you unlock new shops and expand them. It may be that all of your animals work together to gather the necessary bells and crafting materials to build out the new shops for your town. Obviously, all the small public works projects, such as flower pots and benches, are irrelevant because of crafting and being able to set furniture outside, but things like Brewster's Coffee Shop and the police station are still relevant. We also don't know if they'll add any new major public works projects to the game. Personally, I'd love to see some that actually have mini-games attached to them, like an arcade, or a sports center where you can compete in sports mini-games with your villagers or other players, online or locally. But yeah, guys, those are 5 things I think we still need to know about Animal Crossing New Horizons. However, I'm sure there are still plenty of other things that we have not seen that we still need to know about the game. There's tons and tons to Animal Crossing, and well, we haven't really seen much of New Horizons, to be honest. So if you have anything you would like to know about Animal Crossing New Horizons, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell icon for notifications of all my videos for more coverage of Animal Crossing New Horizons, and of course, other Nintendo content from this channel. Also, please share this video with everyone you know who is hyped for Animal Crossing New Horizons and wants some more information, dang it. And I'll see all you awesome people later in What About Nintendo. Bye!